Assalamu alaikum. I'm here with a series that I've been wanting to do for such a long time, and it's about photography. It's probably news to some of you that I even have interest in this, but I actually studied it. So I did a degree in photography, video, and digital imaging, and I also have a master's in visual arts. And what I really love about having that educational background is the fact that it gave me so many tools to help me become the storyteller that I am today, to be able to campaign for different things and to also share messages that I want to share every single day. I guess the reason that I decided to create this series is because I recently became a mum, and through that journey I was really thinking about who I am as a mum, as a person. You know, you lose a bit of yourself when you're a mom for the first time. You're suddenly introduced to a new human being that you're looking after all the time, and you barely have any time for yourself. And through not having enough time for myself, it meant that I had to really focus on the things that matter to me. And while I was thinking a lot about that, I was brought back to photography. I really want to start initially with my journey into getting into photography. I went to university because I wanted to study fashion. It was something that I really wanted to do. I loved dressing up. I loved wearing extravagant things and almost standing out whenever I had an occasion to, whether it was Eid, whether it was a family gathering. I just wanted to dress up. So because of that, I thought, okay, fashion would be a great thing to study. I then enrolled on a course that was a foundation level. It was art and design, and we studied everything. I'm talking from ceramics to illustration to graphics to, anything that you can think of. And then we did a course on photography. And that's when my life completely changed. On the first day of the photography class, we were given a camera just like this. It's literally a disposable camera. It has no settings, nothing. All you had to do was go outside and take pictures. And that's what I did. I took the camera and I took pictures of myself on the street wearing my hijab. I got on the bus, I got on the metro, I walked around, I did things that I considered were very normal for a Muslim girl to do. At the time, there wasn't a lot of visibility around Muslim women, and there was a lot of stereotypes about Muslim women being oppressed and not having the freedom to do and say and be who they wanted. So I wanted to show the complete opposite. I wanted to show that, look, I'm a Muslim woman, I wear hijab, I'm very free. And it didn't have to be extravagant in the sense of I didn't have to show myself doing anything overly crazy. I just showed myself doing very normal things that other people could relate to. And I took back my camera and handed it in. And the next day, we had a session where I had to present my images. I talked about these images and what they meant to me and the concept behind them. So these images weren't anything amazing. They weren't the best framing, they weren't the best quality in terms of the focus and the lighting, etc. But they told the message that I wanted to tell. And as soon as I showcased my work to the rest of the class, I remember the professor, who was the head of photography and video at the time, she came and she pulled me to the side and she told me, I really want you to work under me for the next 3 years and specialize in photography, video, and digital imaging. And I said, absolutely no. It wasn't in my plan. I didn't want to do that. I'd already told my family that I wanted to be a fashion designer and that I was just doing this year so that I could, prepare myself. But they didn't let it slide. All my tutors started to convince me to actually continue on this journey, and eventually I gave in. And the reason I gave in is one of my tutors sat me down and he told me, look, you've been working under me for the last 6 months and I've got to really know you as a person, and you are a storyteller. If you go into fashion, you're not going to be able to always tell the stories that you want to tell. But if you study photography, you will learn the tools to always be able to tell the stories that you want to tell, regardless of whatever happens in your life. So those years ended up becoming the best years of my life in terms of the stories that I was able to tell, the projects that I worked on, the people that I met, and also the things that I learned. And those are the things that I want to teach other people through this series. For me, it's not going to focus on the technical side of photography. For me, it's really about the storytelling aspect of photography. I feel like there's so many channels out there that are already focused on the technical side, and that's really not me. My strength lies in the conceptual side, the storytelling, the giving other people tools to be able to tell the stories that they want, that will create an impact, that will allow them to, share parts of themselves that they want other people to know, or parts of society that they want to critique in some kind of way. And that's what my focus is going to be on. Another aspect of photography that I really love is actually the sociology and the psychology, in the sense of those were elements that really, really influenced my photography. I really loved observing society and different cultures. I loved also exploring the self in terms of identity, in terms of like the different stages of our lives that we might be going through and how those affect us as individuals. Those are the aspects of photography that I really love the most and really, really allowed me to become the storyteller that I am today. In the next episodes, I'm going to be sharing some of the images that I've taken over the years and really delve into the concept behind them, the journey that I was on at the time, and the message that I was really trying to hone in on. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that you tune in for the next ones, because I really will delve into more of my own personal projects, and I will show you a few of them now actually, so that you can get a bit excited and hopefully look forward to tuning into my next episodes and hopefully being inspired to tell your own stories. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you again in my next episode. مع السلامة.